My name is Marissa Janakis, and I will be bringing your WOD video for Monday, September 29th. And I know that we have talked a lot about the fundamentals and back to the basics since Success School. So I just want to take a few minutes and talk about the three things that we do here in Advocare. And the first one is using our products. That is a no-brainer. It's pretty simple to do, and we get them at 40% off. They taste good, they make us feel good, they make us look good. I've heard it said before that the more products that we take, the more money that we'll make, because we can then talk about those products. So that step one, that's pretty simple. I'm going to skip to the third part, which is inviting people to see more. Also, just a natural progression after talking to people, they're interested, and you get them plugged into the success system. So that's also, an easy next step. And then that second part, which is talking to people, is kind of the meat and potatoes. And so I just want to take a few minutes and talk more about that, because that's super important. That is what we do here. Every single one of you had someone talk to you about Advocare before you decided to come on board, try products, decide to make additional income, whatever it is, someone talked to you. And so that's super important. And I know that there's some of you who this comes more natural for. You could have a conversation with anybody. And some other people, although we talk to people all day long, maybe it doesn't come as easy to talk about Advocare to other people. So I just want to take a few minutes and kind of talk about talking to people. I am listening to an audiobook, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. It's awesome. If you have not read it or listened to it, I highly recommend that book. But one of the parts talks about, it breaks it down. It says 6 ways to make people like you. And that is definitely an important part of this, because we can talk to people and tell them about Advocare and the awesome things that we're doing and that we're helping other people do, but if they don't like us, they don't care. Like, we're not gonna come across as someone that they're gonna want to follow, want to be our friend, want to talk to. So it's important that they like us. And so the first part is becoming genuinely interested in others. Letting them know that you care, truly giving them your full attention. Because if you're asking them questions, you're talking to them, but you're checking your phone or you're looking around, that shows disinterest to them. And then number 2 is smile. This is I love to smile, and I know that this was something that my husband's worked a lot on, and I'm super proud of him, because he is not probably the most approachable person if he's not smiling. And when you're smiling, people see that you're friendly. She must be having a good day. She's smiling, and she must be nice because she's smiling. And that's the first impression people have of you. And so it's super important to smile. And even if you're not having a conversation with someone, you're just walking by, just smile at them. It might change their whole day. Number 3 is remembering their name. Someone's name is the most important sound that they hear. It's the most important name they have ever heard. They care about that name more than any other name in the world. And so remembering their name can truly affect the way that they think of you. If they say, "Oh, wow, she remembered my name," they'll thank you for that. Number 4 is to be a good listener. Get them to talk about themselves. Ask them good questions and just listen. I know that we have solutions for things that they're looking for, but maybe not jumping right in and just, talking and giving them the answer, but just letting them talk. Some people just want to be listened to, and they'll appreciate that. And remember that you were a friend that, just listened to them and cared about what they had to say, and not so much about, you jumping in and having something else to say also. Number 5 is talking about what they're interested in. And so, we've listened to them, we've asked them good questions, and, they might be interested in fishing. And we don't really know a whole lot about fishing, but we can ask more questions about fishing, get educated on it, and they're going to love that because they're going to talk about something that they're interested in. And so, find something that they like and then just talk about that. Um, and number 6, the last one, is make them feel important and do it sincerely. Each person matters, and they all have their own story. They all have their own background, and you just let them know by the way that you listen to them, that you talk about themselves, you talk about things they're interested in, um, and doing that with your heart. They're gonna feel that, and they're gonna remember you for that. Um, and those are the 6 things. But talking to people is I think the most important part, because we can take our products all day long, in our house. We can take them in front of people, but if we don't talk to other people, it doesn't make a difference. Nobody's come and rang my doorbell and said, "Hey, do you do Advocare? Because I saw you walking your dog with your Advocare shirt." No, I actually have to go and have conversations with people, and some people this is not the easiest for, but um, you know, following these simple steps, I think, can be super helpful and important when having conversations about anything. Whether you talk about Advocare or not, being interested in someone else, they're going to remember that, and be your friend for that. And then, circle back. If they talked about things that that we can help them with, you don't have to talk to them about it right now. A couple of days later, when you see them, or you give them a call and say, "Hey, you've been on my mind. You said some things the other day that I think that we can help you with, if you'd be interested in, hearing more about that." Um, when DJ and I first went to dinner with Jesse and Beth, our whole goal was to find out what they did with Advocare. And that didn't happen at all. They talked about us the whole time, asked us questions, got to know us. We left there, and we still had no idea what they did, but they knew everything about us. And so I felt, like I could trust them. They were our friends. And so when a couple days later he circled back and said that he heard some things that he could help us with, I had that trust there, that I was willing to listen, and we wanted to know. So I just encourage you to use some of these things if you're not the best at talking to other people about Advocare, and see if it makes a difference for you. And I hope that it does, because y'all are all champions, and you have the confidence and everything that it takes to be successful. So I hope everyone has a great day, a great week, and I'll see you soon.